All right. So today, I meant to do this because I found it very interesting that the subconscious mind and uh, because I was interviewing the best-selling author of the Complete Idiot Guide to Alchemy, and I'm gonna put this. I, I, I when I interview him because my brother find it the Ouroboros and that's his favorite thing. And but as I was listening and asked the author the question of what is Ouroboros, and it piqued my interest when he explained what is Ouroboros, and I realized the Ouroboros has a very significant meaning that it's very deep and profound. And as I ponder, as I think, and as I walk out to the world outside, and I was go grocery shopping, and I was trying to say, I was thinking that day, like, what is Ouroboros? And it's so deep. Ouroboros everywhere. He explained that Ouroboros is the circle of time, how the snake is eating itself. It is the uh, eternity, right? But I will put that in the video, and it'll make sense to you. Like I swear that like make so much sense when he said it. Just like everything that I studied till now, that it go boom, it makes sense because we are Ouroboros, right? I'll explain why. Everything in life is Ouroboros. Seasons is Ouroboros. Think about it. The season we have, I don't know whether which country you are in, but in the America we have all four seasons, right? It is Ouroboros is because it is cycling back again. It's like circling from come on, spring, summer, fall, and winter, and it go back to spring again. That's the Ouroboros sign. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the yin and the yang sign, but it's had deeper meaning. So I'm gonna go through that to make you understand what is truly the deep. I mean, there probably is more deep, profound meaning to Ouroboros, but that just ignite my soul. So, a long time ago, when I was spiritually awakened and aware about the law of attraction, I was writing all the thing. Now, most people say it's evil if you write it in the Bible. I mean, look, we create hell and heaven in our mind. We create hell and heaven in our world within the context of how we utilize our inner world. And we do not know how to utilize and um, take control of our inner world. You're going to create chaos in the outer world. But if you have in harmony, you are in harmony with yourself, you create magnificent outcome for you to create. So today we'll be unlocking the secrets of our subconscious mind because it's through understanding of the Ouroboros. See, as Brian Tracy said, that the Bible, that I know that people they read it, but they don't understand it as much. The Bible has universal laws. It has the subconscious mind in it. It has the metaphysics, psychological, mental, universal laws, and it's a self-help. Um, and it's basically have all the it has all the truth in it. It has the law of attraction in it. But people, it's deeper meaning. Like if you read Emmett Fox or the Science of Mind of by Ernest Holmes, it has very deep meaning to it. And but if you read this book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, it will explain so much better for the Bible, right? Because you know how like they have, if you whatever you desire, you pray and you believe it, and you shall receive it. That's the law of attraction, but it's in the Bible. Like, how do we not know about this, man? Like, that is crazy. So let's go. The Ouroboros I found out is as above, so below, right? And so below, so I mean, what was it? As above, so below. As below, so above. It's Ouroboros, right? But also, it also can mean that our ideas, our dreams, and goals are also ouroboros. And I'll explain that. Why is that? Because it is talking back to yourself. If you have an idea and a goal, you project it out to the screen of reality that we have called life. And we project it out by using our energy, and we're sending it out. What happened is we're using our energy and it's throwing a rocket desire to the universe and it comes back. That is a cycle of energy. That is Ouroboros. But it is a deeper meaning to that. And it profoundly, like, wow. It finally, for the first time, everything that I learned from Bob Proctor, from uh, somewhat ancient occult knowledge, from what's it called? The book of Wicca, and then they have Wicca and Witchcraft, the complete idiot God. I read all those things, and finally, it makes sense that we are Ouroboros, that we have the power to control our destiny. Boom. So today, I'll read you some what of the power of the subconscious mind, and then we will start from there, right? It is universal truth. Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of the space as a condition, event, experience, and event. Your prayer is answered because your subconscious mind is principle. And by principle, I mean the way a thing works. For example, the principle of electricity is that it works from a higher to a lower potential. You do not change the principle of electricity. When you use it by cooperating with nature, you can bring forth marvelous uh, inventions and discovery which bless humanity in countless ways. Your subconscious mind is a principle and works according to the law of belief. You must know what belief is, why it works, and how it works. Your Bible said in this simple, clear, and beautiful way, whatsoever shall say upon this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt um, in this his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saw shall come to pass. He shall have whatever he saw. Mark 11:23. The law of your mind, the law of belief. This means to believe in the way your mind works. To believe in belief itself, to believe your mind, also the thought of your mind. That is simple. Just that and nothing else. All your experience and events, conditions, and acts are the reaction of your subconscious mind to your thought. Remember, it's not the thing you believe in, but the belief in your own mind which brings about the results. Your prayer is answered according to the universal law of action and reaction. The thought is incipient action. The reaction is the response from your subconscious mind, which corresponds with the nature of your thought. Busy your mind with the concept of harmony, health, peace, and goodwill, and wonder what happened in your life. Wonders what happened in your life. You only have one mind, but your mind possesses two distinct characteristics. The line of demarcation between uh, the two is well known to all thinking men and women today. The function of your mind is essentially unlike. Each is endowed with a separate and distinct attribute powers. The objective and subjective mind, the conscious and the subconscious mind, the waking, the sleeping mind, the um, surface self and the steep self, the voluntary mind and involuntary mind, the male and the female, and many other terms. An excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look upon your mind as a garden. You are the gardener and you're planting seeds, thoughts in your subconscious mind all day long, based upon your habitual way of thinking. As you sow in your subconscious mind, so you shall reap in your body and environment. Plant those wonderful seeds, thoughts in your garden of your mind, and you will reap a gorgeous harvest. Your subconscious mind may be likened to the soil, which will grow all the seeds of good. Um, every thought is therefore cause, and every condition is an effect. For this reason, it is essential that you charge up your thoughts as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When you mind think correctly, when you understood the truth, when the thought deposited in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and powerful, the magic working power of your subconscious mind will respond and bring about harmonious conditions agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything. When you begin to control your thought process, you can apply the powers of your subconscious mind to any problem or any difficulty. In other words, you will actually be constantly operating with the infinite power and omnipotent law which govern all things. Look around you, wherever you live, and you will notice that the vast majority of mankind live in the world without. The more enlightened men are intensely interested in the world within. Remember, it's the world within, namely your thoughts, feelings, and imagery, that make your world without. It is, therefore, the only creative power. Everything which you found in your world of expression has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, constantly unconscious. A knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and the subconscious mind will enable you to transform your whole life. In order to change internal condition, you must change the cause. Most men try to change condition and circumstance by working with the condition and circumstance. To remove discord and confusion, lack and limitation, you must remove the cause, and the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you're thinking and picturing your mind. You are living in a fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thought form the mold and or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital force, and energy of your subconscious flow. You see, here we go. This one. You must remember that there are not two minds. There are only two spirits of activity within your mind. Your conscious mind is reasoning mind, is the face of which you choose. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart keep functioning automatically. The process, digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried by your subconscious mind through process independent of your subconscious control. Conscious control. Your subconscious mind accepts whatever expressed upon it or whatever you consciously believe. It does not reason things like your subconscious mind, and it does not argue with your conscious will. Your subconscious mind is like a soil, which accepts any kind of seed, or good or bad. Your thoughts are active and might be likened to seeds. Negative, destructive thought continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind, and in due time will come forth in outer experience, which corresponds with them. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether your thoughts are good or bad or true or false, but it responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. The subconscious mind is sometimes referred as your objective mind because it deals with outward objects. The objective mind takes cognizance of the object world, its media of the observation of the five senses. Your objective mind is your guide and director in your contact with your environment. You gain knowledge through your five senses. Your objective mind learns through observation, experience, and education. As pointed out, the greatest function of the objective mind is that of reasoning. Where is this one? Why did I? Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Here we go. You must realize by now that your conscious mind is the watchman gate at the gate, and its chief function is to protect your subconscious mind from false impressions. You are now aware of one of the basic laws of mind. Your subconscious mind is amenable to suggestion. As you know, your subconscious mind does not make comparisons or contraction, neither does it reason and think things out for itself. This latter function belongs to your conscious mind. It simply reacts to the impression given to by your conscious mind. It does not show a preference for one course of action over another. That's why I say that your conscious mind can take it can accept any idea that is given, or it can reject it. So the secret to attracting what you want in life is through the ourroboros. It's through harnessing and releasing your energy. It is by the force of nature within us that we create the law within us, and we create a vortex within us that draws a powerful internal gravity that pulls the reality to us. By understanding this power, by unlocking its power, is through understanding our power within us. And that is understanding the basic modality, the basic mode that which we pour in. It is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a glass. It is empty. It's whatever you put in it, so it will grow. And it's the overflow with ideas, so it will attract into your life. That is how you use your subconscious mind. So I will read it to you. In the part of the subconscious mind, I just wrote it down. Matthew 18:19 said, "If the two," I like this so much, but I keep forgetting to write it down and keep it in my mind. Matthew 18:19 said, "If the two of you shall agree on earth as to touch anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them if my Father which is in heaven." Who are these two? It means that the harmonious unions, so basically saying that shall ask. Who are these two? It means that the harmonious union agreement between your conscious mind and the subconscious on any idea or desire or mental image. When there is no longer any quarrel in either part of your mind, your prayer will be answered. That's what they say. That once you understand, uh, once your conscious and the subconscious mind become agreement, so shall you receive it in your outer world. It become a reflection of your outer world. Now, this is where the Ouroboros come in, when the author explained it. And I'm going to put the video in, and it all makes sense to you. It will be okay. You will receive what great life has to offer. And you start saying, hey, that is what I want. And I'm going to shoot for it. Bam! This is from Bob Proctor. The laws of pressure and transmutation. That the law states that energy is forever moving into form, through form, and back into form. The earth grow into tree, the tree grow into leaves. The leaf fall off the tree, they fall into the earth. They become part of the earth. And go back into the tree again. When you think, build an image into your mind, by law they must move into form. And they move into form with and through you. That is transformation of energy. Energy is forever moving into form. You go outside, nicely clearly day, you stay there long enough, you will see a form of nothing, a cloud formation. The cloud get dark, it get heavy, it turn into water. If you catch the water into a glass and it sit there long enough, it will go right back up, back where it came from. As above, so below. As below, so above. Every thought you throw on, it will begin to move into form. So that's the Ouroboros. So that's what I mean. Is that whatever it means, that think about it, it is the Ouroboros. Whatever we project in the screen of our mind, an idea or an image, we send out an energy. So that is the energy is going moving to and through us, and it's seeking a similar vibration or level, and it's coming back to us in a physical form. That is, energy is moving through form and back into form. So that is the reality. It is the Ouroboros is a symbol of a classic symbol of the seven hermetic principles. Think about it. It's simultaneously throwing off because the seven hermetic principle is also the Ouroboros. As I look at it, it's because the Ouroboros is the laws of cause and effect. Because the laws of cause and effect is eternal. It has, and it's also they have the laws of rhythm. Everything has a rhythm to it, right? So does the law of polarity: hot, cold, dark. It's the yin and the yang. The law of gender, female and masculine, and all these things. And it has the law of mentalism and the laws of vibration, where the law of vibration and the law of attraction. But the law of vibration is the cause. The law of attraction is the effect. It's bouncing back and forth. This is life. Boom, boom, boom. It's almost. I remember Oprah said her major religion is the laws of action and reaction. Boom, 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 boom. So once you understand that the Ouroboros is the laws of cause and effect, so as our mind, as we cause our energy to increase, so our environment will come into physical form. As we flow, if we um, release it, the only way to release this energy is through desire. As we increasingly increase our desire to live the way we like, and we have a goal, we release this mechanism of energy. Through it, we throw it because it's moving through us, and it will come back to us. and that is we are the cause, we're the vibration, and as within, we throw it out the vibration, so it'll come back to us, and that's the law of attraction, and that is moving back to form, and that is as without. You got it? That is the true nature of the laws of nature. Eternity. We're always creating of a reflection of our inner world. That's the eternity. We are the eternity. We have a cycle of Ouroboros. Now, as you see, right, you see how this all into play. So, in any endeavor that you're trying to create, you must imagine yourself that you're an energy as you picture thoughts, and so it will flow through you, and as you move, so it will come back to you in physical form. But you must have faith and trust in the process. And you must trust in this magnificent universe to bring you what you want. I guess today is, I guess this video was great and you probably like it. I did too. When I said that, I was like, oh, it gave me dopamine rush already. Well, thank you, and I'll include the video, and it all makes sense in this one. And I'll see you, and subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you. Bye bye. What is Ouroboros? Because this is one of my brother's favorite thing. Can you explain what is Ouroboros?
The Ouroboros is the snake, or a snake eating its own tail, and it's a classic symbol in alchemy that has deeper significance, like most symbols in alchemy. The snake eating its own tail is a symbol of time, actually. It's in the Emerald Tablet, and it's I would say one of the most profound and secret symbols in alchemy. Not only does it indicate the cycle of time, in other words, the cycle of destruction and creation in the universe, but it also indicates a process of eternity. In other words, you're eating yourself, therefore you're perpetuating yourself over and over again in that circle. When it applies to the operations in alchemy, it's saying that there is a self-perpetuating process in alchemy, which is the process of lead into gold, actually, that perpetuates forever. There is something within us that perpetuates forever, that can go on, our consciousness or an energy that can go on. That's implied in those teachings too. And in fact, in the secret initiations, that's the basis of much of the Hermetic teaching. In the process of time, it implies that the past, the now is the only real thing, that point where we're creating in the circle. And it implies that the past is not only creates the future, but the future somehow changes the past. And that this whole process is how the universe evolves. So we know in physics that time is an illusion, that time itself is a process that has no independent existence in the universe. So there's something about our interpretation of past, present, and future that's foggy or wrong. And if we look into the deeper writings of Einstein, said the same thing, that past and future are related. That in other words, what we do in the future influences what we've done in the past, and that in turn influences the future. So it's got this feeling of an Ouroboros, of something feeding on itself in that way. That's just one interpretation. The others involve even chemical operations. There are processes in alchemy that perpetuate all by themselves in the report, and much of distillation, that whole process about heating a vapor and going up, and it condenses back down. And that's an ouroboric operation. And
Oh,
once we yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
I was thinking. I just had a. When you said that, isn't almost Ouroboros almost the same as above, so below?
Oh, that's it. That's the phrase in the Emerald Tablet that refers to this secret process in the universe called the Ouroboros.
Oh, okay. I just had it. That means our conscious mind and the subconscious mind is also Ouroboros.
Excellent. That's correct. Yeah, yeah. It's and the dark, the light and the darkness, and also spirituality and materialism. They're all above and below, which is part of this Ouroboros pattern.
Oh, so that means it's also within us, and so as the universe, and it's also there's a deeper meaning to this. Oh,
Absolutely.
sorry. I just got like just got like chills. Oh wait, that means there's. Oh wow. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep explaining, please.
That's what I was trying to convey. Thank you for picking up on that. That's a very deep concept in alchemy and has a lot of implications and a lot to think about there because, and this is an opening into the deeper reality that everyone's starting to think about now. You know, physicists, and I work with them, and consciousness researchers and psychologists and psychiatrists, they're all kind of converging on this idea about this ouroboric idea that all is one. When an alchemist drew a picture of an ouroboros, they put the Latin phrase that said all is one. So in other words, our duality at the final analysis is one thing, and it was split apart. And the ouroboros is a symbol about how things really are. And you can just see this consciousness change everywhere. Not only in you did you just pick it up, but people pick it up a lot easier than they did back when I was in school. Even in a lot of movies and TV and series, there's The Dark. I don't know if you've seen this on Netflix. It's a German series, but that's exactly what's going on there. They even show the Emerald Tablet, and the idea is, and it's about time travel. And a lot of people are starting to think about concepts, science fiction concepts, in terms of the Emerald Tablet and the Ouroboros. So I think that this pattern is going to come out a lot more in movies and books and people's minds and just general consciousness.